Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to season 2, episode 5 of Game of Thrones. And now that we're halfway through the second season, I'm going to tell you guys that my hit list is growing and growing, and I'm ready to knock some people off of it. I hope you guys are ready to watch this episode with me. If you want to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notification bell, that would really help me out. And if you want the full length watch along, that link for Patreon is going to be right down in the bottom. But for today, let's get into episode 5. Let's go.
Swear it?
By the mother, my son has no interest in the Iron Throne.
No, because he's technically like declared themselves their own kingdom. Would it be their own kingdom? It's like seceding, right?
And I see no reason for hostility between us. Your son can go on calling himself king in the north.
Calling himself.
Provided he swears me an oath of fealty.
The wording of this oath?
The same Ned Stark swore to Robert 18 years ago. Their friendship held the kingdoms together.
Their friendship was real, though.
And in return for my son's loyalty?
In the morning, I'll destroy my brother's army. When that's done...
Oh, the brothers are gonna go head to head?
Fight their common enemy together. As they have done...
Why can't they just all go and kill Joffrey together? Like, group effort. I just want him dead. I know it's not realistic, but...
Our two houses have always been close. Negotiate a peace with your
Yeah, I
brothers.
agree.
Negotiate with Stannis. I'd have better luck debating the wind.
Yeah, and Stannis doesn't seem like he would budge very much.
I hope he feels the same. Together, we could end this war in a fortnight.
Oh, remember that thing that crawled out of that woman? It's here. What did she unleash on the world? It killed him. It just came in and what? They just kill people in the middle of nowhere. We're like 3 minutes into this episode. What?
You'll die for this!
No, wait, it wasn't her!
It wasn't her. I guess ask questions later then, yeah. That's a big broad. Good luck. Dang, this shit don't play. She goes hard. I really like her. But what is that thing that crawled out of her? And we gotta find a name for it so I can stop saying that thing that crawled out of her. It's not polite. Oh, and you know how loyal she was to that king? You know how loyal she was to that man? That was a ride or die right there.
You've got to leave. They'll hang you for this.
Why would... Because nobody's gonna believe that a shadow came in there and stabbed old dude. No weapon, no nothing.
Leave him. You can't avenge him if you're dead.
That's right. And we're all for vengeance.
Not that way.
You know, I believe I'm a good human, but sometimes like I find revenge too sweet. But like revenge that's earned, right? Like in Game of Thrones, there's so many people that deserve to get what's coming to them. Some things you could like that. Chopping off somebody's dad's head right in front of them deserves revenge.
We need to go home.
He was in love with him.
My lord, my lady, get out. Stannis will be here in an hour. When he arrives, Renly's bannermen will flock to him. Companions will fight for the privilege of selling you to their new...
Dang.
It's for yourself. You will note that I am standing here talking to you, not Stannis.
Ride back to Highgarden, sister. I'm not running from Stannis.
Queen of Qarth murdered Renly.
So are they saying that like...
You don't believe that.
Are they saying that his warriors will now go fight for Stannis?
Not through his righteous face.
Stay here.
He would have been a true king. A good king.
I don't think he would have been a bad king, but now we have one out of the equation.
Revenge.
I have always found that to be the purest of motivations. Wants to put your sword through Stannis. Not today. You'll be cut to pieces before he sets foot on solid ground. If it is justice that you want, be smart about it.
You can't avenge him from the grave. Bring the horses. Please.
Now, how's that fair? Who has a weapon that can just like slip on in your tent like a shadow and stab you? Like, that's a weapon.
He was very handsome,
He was, your grace.
Your Grace. Calling yourself king doesn't make you one. And if Renly wasn't a king, I wasn't a queen.
Do you want to be a queen?
No, I want to be the queen.
The queen. Well, honey, I'll take you over Cersei at this point. I mean, I don't know too much about you, but I don't need to. I'll take you over Cersei at this point. I might just eat my words for the look she made.
By whom?
Accounts differ. Most seem to implicate Catelyn Stark in some way. Some say it was one of his
Just
own
because
King's
Stark
Guard.
was in the tent when it happened.
Stannis Baratheon is coming for us.
Aren't there other things you should be doing, like sealing my daughter in a crate? Yes, I know how concerned you are for her safety.
Marcella's a sweet, innocent girl, and I don't blame her at all for you.
He doesn't blame her for who her mother is or father.
With your schemes and your plots.
Mine.
Schemes and plots are the same thing.
Sorry.
No need to concern yourself over it. King is taking personal charge of siege preparation.
May I ask specifically what the king has...
You may specifically, or you may
Can we
ask...
still call Joffrey king?
It's important that we talk about this.
It's the king's royal prerogative to withhold sensitive information from his counselors.
So that means she's not giving him all the information. She's getting a kick out of that sly little smile. So like at this point in y'all's journey, who was at the top of your list? Mine's Joffrey. Definitely number 1. And then Cersei's number 2.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, cousin?
No.
That's a lie right there.
Why would I lie?
Tell me, if the vile allegations against my brother and sister are true, Jaime more likely to kill you or less likely?
Jaime's gonna kill you for touching his sis.
She's making wildfire.
But then perhaps his own unnatural urges would...
Alchemist Guild has been commissioned.
There's only one.
They have thousands of pots in their vaults. They are planning to launch it from Stannis' ships and armies.
Pots?
Please.
When did she tell you this?
He does have valid information, solid.
I heard her talking with the pyromancer. And the other night, after I left her, she went to meet him.
Swear to me on what?
On my life.
But I don't care about your life.
Sir, do solemnly vow...
All right. Even torturing you is boring.
Oh, Lancel, tell my friend Bronn to please kill you if anything should happen to me.
Please kill me if anything should happen to Lord Tyrion.
It will be my pleasure.
Grace?
What is it?
I'm sorry about your brother, Your Grace.
No, don't be.
You know that people grieve for him.
Fools love a fool. I grieve for him as well. Boy, he was the man he grew to be.
You about what I saw in that
I
cave.
made it clear to you there'd be no need to speak to me.
Yeah, he did see that.
To need to hear a thing twice.
Stannis, you're okay with this?
You come to lecture me on truth.
I've come to tell you that what I saw...
All my brother's bannermen have come to my side.
It's not about that. It's about your woman and what she was harboring inside her womb.
Nothing is worth what this will cost you, not even the
I
iron.
know more about it.
Basically gave your life to this woman because she's... Is she a demon?
And will you bring Lady Melisandre with you?
Well, that's not your concern.
If you take King's Landing with her by your side, the victory will be hers.
I never thought I'd have reason to doubt your loyalty. Was I wrong?
No, but you need to be open to listen to someone.
All right, what's the truth? The hard truth.
She's a foreigner, preaching a foreign religion. Some believe she whispers orders in your ear and you obey.
She's playing with something dark, I know that.
What do you believe?
You won those bannermen from Renly. Don't lose them to her.
We set out for King's Landing without Lady Melisandre. And you lead the fleet into Blackwater Bay.
He said they're going to leave without her?
My time on the sea was spent evading ships, not attacking them. The other lords won't be happy.
Most of those lords should consider themselves lucky I don't hang them for treason. Hard truths cut both ways, set up.
Wow, Stannis. Okay. Do we want you on the Iron Throne? Do not know. I'm so focused on just wanting Joffrey off. I just didn't really care too much about who it was since Rob's not going for it.
Does that mind of yours you keep going on about?
Well, I've never actually been able to kill people with it.
If he could kill people with his wit, nobody would stand a chance.
Sent a raven and weak, very busy, being repeatedly humiliated. Time.
So Rob is really making a go of it then.
We are swollen, bloated, foul. Brother fornicates with sister in the bed of kings. Are we surprised?
He's talking about bro and sis.
Yes, a rotten king.
He's a rotten king.
King is a lost cause.
Yeah.
It's the rest of us I'm worried about now.
Prancing down his blood-stained halls.
He's gonna die for speaking this in the streets.
You have to admire his imagination.
He's talking about you.
Yeah.
What? Demon monkey?
Because of a demon monkey.
They blame you for the city's ills.
Blame me? Trying to save them.
He is the only one that's honestly trying to do any good. Demon monkey. I'd be mad too, hun. I'm just so mad if somebody just grabbed me. Oh, you're on the list now too, huh? I forgot about you. You're a sellout. I know it's like your blood, but like, that's a sellout. But he's like way down the list. Maybe he's redeemable. People are always redeemable.
You're the crew of the Sea Beach. I'm your commander. Welcome.
Nobody's acknowledging him.
Stop.
Nobody's listening to him.
Your captain commands you to stop.
Nobody's listening.
Where are we headed, Captain?
The Stony Shore to raid their villages. Boils in it for you and women. Do your jobs well.
And who decides if we've done our jobs well?
Where's the respect?
Your captain.
And raping since before you left Balon's balls. Don't reckon I've got much use for your ideas on how to do it. Don't.
He's saying, I've been doing this, boy.
All I need's a ship. You wouldn't know where I could find myself a ship now.
You're gonna take his ship. Dang.
You can do that. Take the ship, head out on your own, and I will hunt you down with chains and hang you for a traitor.
Stop! We yield!
No, she's even gonna make a mockery of him.
Kind of you to come see me off.
Oh, I'm not here for you. I was just on my way to Red Harbor. I've got 30 ships. There's nowhere to put them.
30 ships. She's just rubbing it in.
Better get out there. Want her to set sail without you.
That would never happen. My crew would wait on deck for a year if I asked them to.
She's saying, my crew respects me.
Enjoy the Stony Shore.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Because, like, it seems like...
Come on.
In this world, it's kind of the same in other royalty systems from the past, you know, where it's like the sons are the ones that get the things handed down to them, the jobs, the titles, and she's getting it instead of him.
These poor fishing villages.
You're not.
Yeah, that's the task my father has given me. Prove that I'm a true Iron Island.
They're all Iron Islanders. Do they do as they're told? Do they do as they like?
You don't know nothing about this place, hon.
Only shore's not far from Torrent Square.
The seat of the House of Tallheart. More impressive prize than a few fishermen's daughters. What, you don't think we could take it?
Can never hold it for more than a few days. Where the Starks would send their men to take it back. And then...
What? Oh, no.
The Starks have overextended their lines.
She's listening in on this. He doesn't know who she is.
Starks understand winter better than we ever will. The cold won't beat them.
I'm just so worried about her being in such close contact with this man.
And I'm sure if those same spies snuck into our own encampments, they would report growing discontent amongst the southern lords. This is war. No one's content. We've underestimated the Stark boy for too long. He has a good mind for warfare. His men worship him.
His men are loyal.
They'll keep believing he is king in the north. You've been waiting for him to fail. He is not going to fail.
She's getting word that what her brother's doing now. She's probably like, yeah, proud.
So how do we stop him?
We've worked through the night, my lord. Perhaps we'd profit from some sleep.
Yes, I think you would, Reginald. And because you're my cousin, I might even let you wake from that sleep. Go. I'm sure your wife must miss you.
What?
Well, then you better start riding. Go before I change my mind and send her your head. Not wine, water. We'll be here for some time.
Lots to discuss.
Girl, where are you from?
Maidenpool, my lord.
She answered quickly, very believable.
And who are the lords of Maidenpool? Remind me.
Oh, shoot.
House Mooton.
And what is their sigil?
Oh, shoot.
A red salmon. I think a Maidenpool girl would remember that. You're a northerner, aren't you? Good. And one more time, where are you from?
Barrington, my lord. House Dustin. 2 crossed long axes beneath a black crown.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They call him the Young Wolf. They say he rides into battle on the back of a giant dire wolf.
He does have a really awesome dire wolf.
They say he can turn into a wolf himself when he wants. They say he can't be killed.
That's a pretty cool legend.
Do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
She's so solid.
Fetch that water.
She's so solid. I'm telling y'all, she just gives me chills. Like, she's such a baddie. She's a child. The whole time she's thinking, like, how do I get back home?
A girl says nothing. A girl keeps her mouth closed. No one hears, and friends may talk in secret. A boy becomes a girl,
I was always a girl.
and I was always aware.
He knew.
But the girl keeps secrets. It is not for a man to spoil them.
You're one of them now. I should have let you burn.
What am I missing? What did I miss for their story? Should have let him burn.
This is right for you and wrong for me.
I didn't have a choice.
You did. I did. And here we are.
Perhaps I'm not remembering the scene where these two met.
Faces debts. A man owes 3.
3 what?
The red god takes what is his, lovely girl, and only death may pay for life. You saved me and the two I was with. You stole 3 deaths from the Red God.
These are the guys in the cage. Well, yeah, and like the jail thing. She gave him water, right? Or she let him out. I don't remember. She did something to help him. I remember now.
Speak 3 names, and the man will do the rest.
So he's gonna help her.
3 lives I will give you. No more, no less.
Yeah. That's a deal.
I can name anyone, and you'll kill him.
I like you. Man of honor.
The one who tortures everyone.
A man needs a name.
I don't know his name. They call him the Tickler.
That is enough.
I like you.
Your master's thirsty.
Respect. He said, "You look out for me. I'm a man of honor. I repay my debts. 3 lives for the ones you saved." That's kind of like when they burned the 3 bodies, and the 3 dragons came out of it. That was sick.
When will he come? The half-hand does things in his own time. He told me stories about him.
Yay! We're back to snow.
The half-hand spent half of last winter beyond the wall. He was north of the Skirling Pass when the snows came. Had to wait for the thaw. Want to survive out here on their own. Possible for the half-hand.
Beautiful, isn't it? Gilly, you'd love it, eh?
I love him so much.
Nothing more sickening than a man in love.
He's in love with that girl that he met. What are they doing up there?
The Fist of the First Men. Think of how old this place is. Before the Targaryens defeated the Andals.
Before I die, please, stop.
I love his optimism and his excitement.
Right. What do you think they were like, the First Men?
Stupid.
People don't find themselves in place.
They were afraid. I think they came here to get away from something. I don't think it worked.
Wildlings? Wildlings is 2 blasts.
So you gotta stand there. 1 blast for friends, 2 for foes.
It was just 1 blast though, wasn't it?
And 3 for White Walkers. It's been 1,000 years, but that's the only time they blow the horn 3 times.
If it's been 1,000 years, how do you know?
Written down somewhere.
I read it in a book.
He reads everything in a book. I love, that's me. Read it in a book. Also, I retain information better if I read it for some reason. I can't just hear it or see it.
Take care, my lord.
I remember reading an old sailor's proverb. Piss on wildfire and your cock burns.
The substance burns so hot, it melts flesh like tallow. After the dragons died, wildfire was the key to the
This is
Targaryen
what
power.
wildfire is, like what the queen is planning on launching at the ships.
It's about jars full of pig shit. No offense meant.
Our order does not deal in pig shit.
How much do you have?
If you could get real soldiers, then maybe you'd hit your target 1 time in 10.
My lord, this man is insulting.
I don't know if you've ever seen a battle, old man, but things can...
There's so much that goes into the thought of battle. Like if you move your troops here and you're weaker here, you're going to get hit here. What are you going to do?
The walls, which means the poor trying to defend the city end up burning it down.
He called it the book.
And all his pots of wildfire didn't help him, did they? Men win wars, not magic.
Bronn is such a good little companion for him because he's just got the same... Oh, he's got wit too.
We have been working tirelessly day and night ever since your royal sister commanded us to do so. Our present count stands 7,811.
Oh!
And armies both.
This is a shit idea. Afraid I have to concur with my advisor, Wisdom Haling. Contents of this room could lay King's Landing low.
Right.
You won't be making wildfire for my sister any longer.
Cersei doesn't think things through, the queen.
You'll be making it for me.
But how can he does he have that much authority? Sometimes I get confused on what he can and can't do and what the king, what Joffrey and Cersei are allowed to do. Oh. Stop. Stop.
Dracarys.
Oh my gosh. It's so cute.
He'll be able to feed himself from now on.
He's so cute in the sounds it makes.
Let him sleep. Yes, Khaleesi. He loves you.
He's adorable. Where are the other ones? Show us. I'm glad to see her at least in a peaceful environment for a minute. She's been rough in it.
Did you see the dress Zara had made for you? They say he's the wealthiest man in Qarth.
It is known.
And if Qarth is the wealthiest city in Essos...
The last time a rich man gave me a dress, he was selling me to culture.
Yeah.
Zara is our host, but we know nothing about him. Men like to talk about other men when they're happy. You would look like a real princess in Zara.
She's not a princess, she's a Khaleesi. You should
Is she
wear
still a
it,
Khaleesi?
You are their
Yes.
guest. It would be
Even though the tribe, call it tribe. Even though the Dothraki kind of separated. Okay, this might be my favorite kingdom city.
And you must...
Oh, she looks stunning. She's so flippin' beautiful. And her in that blue and gold. Holy smoke, show.
They can pry out the gems, the rest is pure gold. You can chop off as much as we can carry.
He said melt it, not carry it. You can't melt it in front of him. They did save them, though. They were about to die of thirst and hunger. Yeah, because they like ravage and, you know, run rampant through the cities they go to.
On behalf of the warlocks of Qarth, I welcome you.
He's a warlock.
A demonstration. Take this gem. Look at it. Into its depths. So many facets.
He's a little creepy.
And you can see yourself in them. Often more than once.
Whoa! Sick.
It would be an honor to host you at the House of the Undying.
House of the Undying?
You're always welcome, Mother of Dragons.
Cool. Weird, but cool. And then they both walk off.
Oh, to squint at dusty book and drink shade of the evening. It turns their lips blue and their minds soft.
I don't think his mind was soft. I think he was wickedly cool.
Believe their parlor tricks are magic.
I think it was magic.
You watch over her.
Do I know you?
I know you.
Oh, what is that on her
Jorah Mormont of Bear Island.
Who are you?
I'm no one. But she is the mother of dragons. She needs true protectors, now more than ever. They shall come day and night to see the wonder born into the world again. And when they see, they shall lust. For dragons and fire is power.
Fire is power. That was a strange little warning.
It looked like
I'm still trying to dissect it. I'm like, wait, what exactly is she saying?
It looked like a shadow in the shape of a man.
In the shape of Stannis.
Was it the shape of Stannis? I don't know. It just looked like it was a shadow in the shape of a man.
Reach my son's camp tomorrow.
But the shadow knife going through his chest was crazy cool.
Enough to tell Rob what I have seen. After that, I will leave for Winterfell. My two youngest need me.
Yeah, I forgot her two youngest are
away from them for far too long.
They've been away from the realm for a long time, but they're still in Winterfell.
My own mother died on the birthing bed when I was very young.
It's a bloody business.
Her mother passed away during
What
labor.
comes after is...
Labor's scary, y'all. Done it 3 times, I won't do it again.
Will you give me leave to go, my lady?
You mean to kill Stannis?
I swore a vow.
But Stannis has a great army around him. His own guards are sworn to keep him safe.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll make it to Stannis.
I should never have fled.
Renly's death was no fault of yours. You served him bravely.
I only held him that once, as he was dying.
She had a lot of love for that man.
He's gone, Brienne. You serve nothing and no one by following him into the earth. Renly's enemies are Rob's enemies as well.
I do not know your son, my lady. But I could serve you if you would have me.
Yeah, girl, yes. Welcome to the team. You are MVP.
And I think that when the time comes, you will not hold me back. Promise me that you will not hold me back from Stannis.
She'll serve you, but when it's time, if she gets close to Stannis, she will strike. And don't tell her not to.
When the time comes, I will not hold you back.
Oh, how cool. She's so cool.
And I am yours, my lady. I will shield your back and give my life for yours if it comes to that. I swear it.
She's
by
a
the
phenomenal
old gods and the new.
actress.
I vow that you shall always have a place in my home.
Oh, why does this make me want to cry?
And that I shall ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor.
Oh.
By the old gods and the new.
That was a moment because she was pledging her loyalty to Lady Stark and not used to anyone pledging anything back. And the way that she grabbed her hand and kind of showed her, like, I'm here for you too, and made an oath to her.
For your brother, my lord, I'll fight. Keep fighting till they're told to go home. I've no one to mind my flock now, only me. Can't keep watch all day and all night.
These boys are so bored.
It's town home with you. To help watch over your flock. If you can give them room and board.
I've always prayed for more children.
How is Bronn this young making decisions? Because he's the only lord, yeah, I guess. He's the only lord there.
Is everyone going to go for a ride before dark?
Good.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Right, Lord Stark, Torrens Square.
They're already there.
Mountain. Might be sellswords paid by Tywin Lannister.
We have to help them.
And most of the fighting men are away with Robb, but I can gather 200 decent men. Do you need so many?
If we can't protect our own bannermen, why should they protect us?
Right. Yeah, that's a lord right there. But he's so young to be so mature. He does look like he could be Robb's brother, though. Like, they got all the Stark kids that look like they could actually be siblings.
Never heard of a three-eyed raven.
Must not mean anything, then.
I love that he's got these two as companions.
A liar.
Well, it's not far off.
So, you've been dreaming of a three-eyed raven again?
Yes, that three-eyed raven.
I dreamt that the sea came to Winterfell. I saw waves crashing against the gates, and the water came flowing over the wall, flooded the castle.
And it's not water. We know what he means by the sea.
In the yard, Sir Roderick was one of them.
He saw...
The sea is hundreds of miles away.
He saw them about to attack.
It's just a stupid dream.
I've got to get these potatoes to the kitchen, otherwise they'll put me in chains again.
Osha.
Like I said before, I'm a strong believer in premonition, so I think it's really cool that...
What do they say about it?
That Bronn's having them.
North of the wall.
They say all sorts of crazy things north of the wall.
Oh yeah, let's pick up right here. It's just, see, like, every storyline's so good, you're like, you don't get sad when you jump to the next one, because you're like, oh yeah, cool, great.
Fire. There's a fire. People sitting around it have better eyes than yours or mine. His Mance Raid had plenty of time to throw a party in our honour. From what we can tell, all of them.
All of the wildlings.
Mance has gathered them all like deer again. They're almost ready to make their
Can't
move.
even see who they're looking at.
Where? Somewhere safe, somewhere south. Can't just march into their midst. We can't wait for them here. We're nothing but a pile of stones to put...
You say we should fall back to the wall?
Go back?
Mance was one of us. Now he's one of them. He's going to teach them our way of doing
So
things.
he knows how they move and operate.
And they won't run away when we hit back. They're going to be more organised than before. More like us. So we need to be more like them.
You need to act like them. Play their game.
Sneak in, kill man, scatter them to the winds before they can march on the wall. And to do that...
Sneak attack.
Those look out. It's not a job for 400 men. And silent. Harker, don't snake. Barber.
Lord Commander, I'd like to join Lord Corrin.
I've been called lots of things, but that might be my first, Lord.
You're a steward, Snow, not a ranger.
Send him.
How many rangers can say that?
He's the one.
Aye. You also let an old man beat your bruddy.
Yeah. Stop. That was a sneak attack. Don't talk about Snow.
I could take up John's duties while he's gone, my lord. There'd be no trouble.
I love him. I just love him.
I hope you make a better ranger than you do as steward.
Did you do as steward? You know he's going to make a better ranger than he does as steward.
So, tell me, how long has your manservant been in love with you?
Okay, because I peeped that too. I just thought like maybe he was just very loyal and, you know, he loved her, wanting to take care of her on a different level. But some of the time, the ways he looks at her...
And what about what a woman...
Much more complicated.
I don't know, I think he's a good guy though.
You, for example, what do you want?
I think he's a fantastic guy. I think he looks out for her constantly. And he's honorable.
Because I promised my Khalisar I'd protect them and find them a safer.
You want to conquer the 7 kingdoms for the Doth...
The Iron Throne is mine, and I will take
Yes!
A conqueror.
This. Did someone give it to you?
No.
She plans on conquering.
Wanted more than you had, and you took it. You're a conqueror too. You're just less ambitious. What do you want, Zarazo and Doxos? The gates of the city you bled for me.
He did.
I will show you why. The door in the vault is made of Valyrian stone. The hardest steel does not make a mark.
He wants her to burn it.
Their weight in gold if they could break into it. I made the same offer to the greatest thieves.
He needs in there. And you have dragon fire. Tracy's.
Is this key?
Oh. And behind the door? And it can all be mine.
Oh, let us say
Okay, I'm
half.
just confused. What's this for?
More than enough to buy horses, ships, enough to go home.
All I have to do.
Is marry me.
That was a romantic
That
proposal.
was so romantic. But he's saying, I'll give you what you need for battle.
Stole her from me. I come from nothing. My mother and father never owned a pair of shoes.
Do you think she will? Oh, y'all know. Don't.
And our children will be princes.
He's got the money.
I have more ambition than you thought. The time is right, Daenerys.
He will help her take the throne back.
Robert Baratheon is dead.
I want to know what her answer is, like, right now.
War with one another, destroying the country.
To win West.
4 false kings destroying the country.
Time to strike is now. We need to find ships and an army. We'll spend the rest of our lives.
She really does need those ships, though. The ships are important. Or they're kind of stuck.
Moving carefully is the hard way, but it's the right.
He does not want her to get married again.
Qarth would all be dead by now.
You seems like the last you'll ever have, but you must.
Do not speak to me like I'm a child.
I only want.
What do you want?
I mean, her decision makes sense for what she's trying to accomplish. It's just not about love.
You have a good claim, a birthright, but you have something more than that. You may cover it up and deny it, but you have a gentle heart.
She does.
To be respected and feared, you would be loved.
And you will be an amazing queen.
Someone who can rule and should rule. Centuries come and go.
She is the one I want on the throne.
There are times when I look at you and still can't believe you're real.
Oh, he's in love.
So what would you have me do as my advisor?
Sorry, I'm putting my bracelet. Y'all can probably hear that. I'm always fiddling.
Your own way. Find your own ship. You only need one.
Give up all the money in the ships, the horses, and get one ship and go try to do it.
How do I get this ship?
I'll find it for you.
He'll find it.
Sound ship with a good captain.
One ship, though? That doesn't sound... The dragons are babies.
I look forward to meeting him.
That's what she's gonna do. Wow. Well, I mean, she never seems like a woman who would take the easy way out. I mean, does she? She's tough. So, you go, girl. But you know he's in love with you now.
You should stand side face.
Huh? Side face?
Sideways.
Why?
She's gonna teach him how to do it.
Am I fighting someone?
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right.
Listen, she's skilled.
Did you see anything?
What is it? Oh, it's the... And he's gone without a trace. Super sleuth. Twisted his neck. Oh, he pushed him over the wall. Look at him. I like him. I dig it. I mean, sorry, his neck's like twisted. And I'm like, I dig it. Oh, okay. She's like, we can get stuff done now. So good. So good. This series, it's just incredible because it's like 10 really great books put into one that flow seamlessly. To me, I mean, that's what it feels like. Each storyline could easily be its own book and you'd be so invested, but it's like you have every single one of them going on at once and you get to check in at each really cool, important part of the story. So I'm digging it. I really hope that Daenerys gets that throne. I really, really hope so. Man, then we have, of course, that little shadow thing that's gonna be out lurking and about. And the new, oh gosh, I wish I knew the name. The woman who pledged her basically loyalty to Lady Stark. I love her. And we only introduced to her in like the last episode. This series is phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell. And if you want the full length watch along, that link for Patreon is going to be down in the description. But for today, y'all, let's go out in this world. Let's spread some light. Let's spread some love. Let's make some smile. Somebody smile.